Hey guys, welcome back to 365 Days of SEO. This is Christian Bullock. Today we'll be talking about a technical SEO topic, and that is the importance of a URL structure for SEO. So first and foremost, a URL does carry some ranking weight. Not as much ranking weight as a title tag for a web page, but there is some relevancy between having a keyword you're trying to target for a web page, having that keyword in the URL for that web page. You got to think of a couple things when you're creating a URL for a web page. First, you need it to be sort of semantically correct. So search engines can kind of decipher, okay, what the page is about, and it's a clean URL, and your visitors can think the same as well, that it's something that when they see the URL, they know exactly what to expect. Secondly, really got to think about that relevancy issue of, okay, if I have a keyword in the URL, this is the keyword that I'm essentially telling search engines this page is about this specific thing. So it's really important when you're creating URLs, if you maybe have a website that creates some dynamic URLs, that you can actually create some parameters and some properties in the URL that you can maybe get some of that product name into the URL itself. And one thing you want to do, it's kind of a best practice, but it's really kind of seen from search engine eyes of being the best way of doing it, of actually having hyphens between all your words and not having underscores, not stringing them together, maybe doing a camel case. It's always good to have all lowercase separated by hyphens. Third, if you think about it, if a user were to take a URL and maybe they're linking to that page and they, I don't know, maybe like throw that URL into maybe their blog post and they hit submit and they don't really use adding anchor text to it. Having that keyword in the URL can actually act as anchor text for a link. So if someone just takes the URL, like I said, puts it into the blog post, it hits submit, and it's just the URL that's linking to that page, then great, your keyword's in it. You have a keyword in that anchor text, and that's perfect. So it's sort of a secondary, nice to have thing when you think about having keywords in your URL. One thing you want to really do is, it's one of those semantically correct things, both from a search engine perspective as well as from a usability perspective, of making sure URLs are very clean, right? I keep on saying clean. What do I mean? What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is having a URL structure that mimics where the page is in terms of the site hierarchy. So you have your sort of primary URL or your domain name, so domain.com. And on a second level, you might have a products page, a services page, an about page. Those are all secondary level, domain.com/services or products or about. Then you have a tertiary level, which is that one right after that secondary level. So domain.com/products/hockey skates, hockey sticks, etc. Once you hit that fourth level, so level after that, anything after that, actually search engines have a little bit of a hard time kind of getting down deep in there, as well as kind of semantically bringing that up. So you're getting really deep down in terms of the search engine seeing where the web page is. You want to keep everything at a fourth or higher level. Anything deeper, you think of page, and we're getting into a different discussion here, but if you think of page rank and how it kind of flows through a website, starts at the top, which is your main homepage or your domain, and it starts kind of deciphering down as you get into your secondary page and your tertiary pages. Once you get in that fourth, fifth level, all the links that are pointing to your main homepage, which by and large 75% or more typically people link to a homepage versus any other page, those pages that are buried way deep and down aren't going to receive a whole lot of benefit from all the links going to the domain. So when it comes to URL structure, I really recommend you don't get really too much deeper than a tertiary level, maybe a fourth level, but that's the deepest you should really go. Again, this is Christian Bullock talking a little bit about URL structure today. If you have any questions, feel free to go to the blog post at 365days.com. I'll have a link to this post in the description. And of course, leave me a comment if you have any questions, or just go to my website and subscribe if you like these type of videos about a daily SEO tip. So you can subscribe to the Facebook, Twitter, RSS feed, email, however you like to receive news. Christian Bullock, 365 Days of SEO. We'll see you guys tomorrow.